And the stream's going to start with you saying, I actually did it on time, completely out of context.
Oh yeah, and I'll get the very special SmackDown playlist so we can play the SmackDown theme song, which we didn't
Is
actually
it,
play because this is a pay-per-view.
is it, Backstreet's Back?
No,
Alright.
it's called Black and Blue, and it's
Oh,
by
man.
CFO dollar sign.
I love
Also, my
white
stream
gold.
is on.
Yes. I still think that Viktor looks like an elf version of Dwayne Johnson.
Oh, speaking of Dwayne Johnson, you'll love when not The Rock is on later on. Because they're not The Rock. Also, there's a green line. I can do nothing about that. That green line's just going to be there.
Make it go away, it scares me.
I can't.
It's new and I don't like it. Take me to church. Something, something, something.
Ladies and
Captain
gentlemen,
Underpants.
there we go then. The new SmackDown theme song will be Take Me to Church by Hosier.
Oh, that's who sings it?
Yes, apparently.
I don't want it anymore.
So,
I'd like to change it to anything by the Backstreet Boys.
okay, I will find the shittiest Backstreet Boys song.
Which is still better than any other song. Self 5 incoming.
Oh, that's a good Cell 5. I will try
Nice.
and create a SmackDown-esque intro with Backstreet Boys in the near future.
That would be beautiful.
But yes, are you ready to start this pay-per-view?
I am. I'm excited.
Alright then, let me press play on this video player. We're live, folks! Totally live. Play. And I'll...
Adam Rose looks like Steve Tyler.
Yeah, he's got like a young Steve Tyler-esque thing
Face.
going on, I guess, yeah.
He has the Steve Tyler face.
He's, of course... And there's my mouse cursor. You'll see it on your screen in a second. Oh, this is
that's my
very
mouse.
professional.
Oh yeah. Choich.
So yeah, I decided we're not going to look at any other matches. We're just going to go straight into the match of the century. Adam Rose versus Honky Tonk Man versus Viktor.
Is Viktor the victor?
I will give you no spoilers. But that was good.
Thanks. I was up all night practicing my puns. That was the only one I thought of.
Uh, so when you were up all night, did you know... No, never mind, fuck it. I was going to say something about, rising up instead of rosing, but that doesn't work.
It just
I
sounded
rose
like
up.
you were trying to ask me if I masturbate at night. I was gonna say straight. No, I sleep at night. And when I don't sleep at night, I try to sleep at night, but it doesn't work.
Well, Adam rosing is a little-known euphemism for masturbating. Yeah, as of 10 seconds ago.
As of when I just decided it.
Yeah.
Hello, Bucky.
Oh, hello, Bucky. How are you doing?
That yell.
I know.
Hello.
I should be quite quiet. It's 20 to 1 in the morning. But I'm excited. It's the
Oh,
first
it is.
pay-per-view of the SGF universe.
It is. And
I've
it's
watched this
all
twice.
me. You know you can, fire him, right? His hat's stupid.
Well, here's the thing. When 2K16 comes out, a lot of people will have to be quote-unquote fired.
Good. Yep, well, I don't know, I'm answering for Stuart. We're both great.
I'm actually terrible,
Stuart, you're great.
It's been a struggle. Even get up in the morning.
The struggle is so real with Stuart right now, you don't even know.
No, I'm great.
Grapes? People love those.
Yeah. Honky Tonk Man doesn't like them, and that's why he's a heel, much like Viktor. It's absolutely hilarious going from Honky Tonk Man's, Elvis-esque theme music to Viktor's, which is...
Imagine if, behind the scenes they got the lineup wrong and they sent out the Honky Tonk Man to that music and they were like, Guys, we've made a terrible mistake.
That'd be great, though.
There would be a lot of confusion, but it would be so worth it.
Yeah.
Did he just rise up from the ground?
Yes, he did. He's ascending. Get it?
No.
His tag team's called The Ascension. His Twitter handle is Viktor Rise. He's Rise.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can we fire him?
He's likely going to be in the next game, so no.
Oh.
But the Ascension's Titantron in real life is hilarious because when they moved up, the Titantron just became lots of Illuminati symbols.
Oh. His ring entrance is weird as fuck. What is he doing?
Well,
it's like the reverse crab / slap the ground like a monkey.
I just tried to grab my controller then realized, oh wait, this is a pre-recorded video.
I'm so proud of you. Like, on a scale of 1 to proud of you, I am.
I am 1. So yeah, the video quality is going to be quite awful because I had to jump through some hoops in order to actually salvage this. But let's just ignore that. Just concentrate on this match. Who do you think is going to win this match?
The ref.
I agree.
To keep standing up.
He's taking a picture, you know.
He's scoping out his opponents. Gonna move in at the last minute and snipe.
He's actually staying in a Sting mask.
That was such a great moment.
Fucking TNA.
Oof. Honky Tonk Man is dead. His old bones can't handle a hit like that.
Yeah. For once, I'm actually just going to follow the actual stream rather than the quote-unquote live footage, so we can almost talk about the same thing at the same time.
And then when you actually watch the stream, we'll be just behind what's actually happening.
Probably. And, yep. Sting and John Cena are just coming out for the main event right now, and...
And good night. Good stream, Stuart. We did it.
I can't believe what a brilliant main event of WrestleMania that was.
Yeah, I love the part where... And then that happened.
I know, I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw appear from inside the ring. He just came up from underneath the ring is what I tried to say.
Fucking, like, the liquid metal Terminator just appears from the corner and is like, wait, this ain't where I'm supposed to be.
Screw it. I might as well just win the WWE title while I'm here.
Turns out he's actually the stairs that are currently being used. Oh. I think he just elbowed him through time.
John Connor sent me back in time to win WWE title.
that went from a really good Arnold Schwarzenegger impression to a really bad generic German impression. So one of my favorite moves that's happened is just like the low kick to the leg that causes a face plant, because like in real life that wouldn't work.
No.
I say in real life like wrestling's not real. Also shout out to the 14 odd people in the very back who can't see what's going on.
Though I do have some exciting news. Stream news.
Ooh.
Our internet's going to be upgraded, so I'll actually have nice quality internet streams.
Nice.
We're getting like fiber optic, so...
I hate you.
Yeah. Because I can only use it for a month, and then I'm moving back down to Edinburgh, which means I'll have to sign up for fiber optic down there.
How long are you moving down to Edinburgh for?
Well, I've got 2 more years of uni.
Ah, not bad.
Yeah.
Bucky says, you lucky bastard.
It's not me who technically has it. My mom decided, oh yeah, by the way, just upgrade our internet. And I'm like, that's how my mom sounds like, by the way. She sounds a bit like this. And Adnan Rhodes with the steel steps to the ring.
Man, the ring's bleeding. Look at it.
The ring is down for the count, but Adnan Rhodes is not going for the pin. Honky Tonk Man hits the... Wait a minute, I just realised if I talk about what's on stream, Yeah, actually, yeah, it's a bad idea. Because
So
I'm
I'm
gonna
just
have
gonna like generic commentate over the entire situation rather than pick on specific events. That might make
yeah.
it a bit easier.
And then I will be the play-by-play, and Viktor just does a move on Adam Rose, and Honky Tonk Man rakes his eye.
Honky Tonk Man is great at doing the moonwalk into the corner without actually fighting.
I just saw that right now.
Yeah, he'll spend a lot of time there. Also, he looks like his clothes should be an advert for really old Coca-Cola cans.
Uh,
So, Stuart, how hyped are you for The Rock being murdered in the ring because he's not part of my show? I mean, I hired a really good assassin who won't fall from the ceiling this time.
well, that's why The Rock has not appeared on Raw yet.
I did offer to pay for the cleaning fees for the masses of blood in the ring that my last assassin caused when he fell. But you were just like, nah, we'll just get a new ring.
Yeah.
I'm loaded.
You didn't see Raw when one of Martin's superstars invaded my show.
Oh,
Because the game glitched out. And Randy Orton from Martin's show decided to be in my fucking main event. Or no, sub-main event. Because for some reason the game thought Randy Orton was Chris Jericho. And, yeah, I was...
do you know that feeling when you just confuse Randy Orton and Chris Jericho? I mean, they're like twins.
Basically. Oh, Honky Tonk Man with that move into the corner. I forgot what it's called because I'm awful.
Is it the Steve Jobs?
Yes, it's the Steve Jobs special.
That just sounds like something you'd buy at a chip shop. Give me the Steve Jobs special, and they just give you like a crumpled up iPad.
I hope it's like deep fried.
Oh, naturally.
Oh, cool. Adam Rose is going for the party foul. And he hits it.
I like to imagine it's spelled party and then FOWL, and he just throws a full cooked chicken at them.
And Adam Rose Irish whips Viktor into the steps, who trips over like an idiot. It's fine, I can bury your superstars.
Yeah, you can. Trip.
That's why I don't let you on to commentate on Raw, because...
The one thing I'll say about this fight that's been great so far is the fact that just every so often one person will let the other two fight for a while and just stand and observe. And
Viktor
then
goes
at
for the
right
pin, the
moment,
ref didn't realise 1, 2, no! And I'm pretty sure that was a 3 count, but the referee says it's 2. Viktor denied a victory.
oh, Viktor is not the Victor.
You'll see that the referee actually slaps Viktor on the arse.
He's just slapping his thigh.
Yeah. And you see, he actually puts his hand down for the 3 count, but then decides, no, it's 2. And Honky Tonk Man with the shake, the rattle, and the roll.
Yeah, that ref's fired after this.
Honky Tonk Man goes for the pin. It's 1, it's 2, it's 3, it's over. Honky Tonk Man pins Viktor, and his victory is... And he gets the victory. And the replay just skipped itself.
Good. Oh, look, now the ref's giving it the 3 count. Fucking cheating ref is fired.
It's the Honky Tonk Man.
So, I predicted, the Honky Tonk Man won.
I'm pretty sure you predicted the ref would win.
Yep, and he did. The ref got the 3 count. I love the dragging animations in this game, simply for the fact that whoever you're dragging just goes full corpse and just doesn't move. The shake, the rattle, the further shaking.
There's just something hilarious about Honky Tonk Man's victory celebration in this game.
He looks fat.
That's kind of true to life, but I don't know what it is. His face, you'll see it just right now.
Stone face. That lack of changing. His face looks like someone's photoshopped it to be just a bit too small. Like his facial features are too small for the overall size of his head.
By the way, do you have sound on?
Yes.
Alright, cool. Because it's not The Rock versus Patrick Swayze next up.
Woo. This is indecent.
Yeah, pretty much.
Dude, I'm so glad that I got to name all my like tag teams for this because I think I've really got the best names. Especially 360 air horn. That's a moment that, like, when you eventually get married, I'll bring it up at your wedding, even if I'm not invited.
I'll make you my best man just for that.
Sweet. Can't wait.
But yes, how do you feel about Not The Rock's theme music?
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Bad news, Barrett.
Yep.
I mean,
and General
represents
Adnan. Together, they form Patrick Swayze. Which is a fitting name for English former bare knuckle fighter and a Iraqi general.
Yep. I mean, you know, I thought long and hard about it.
Yeah, clearly. But yes, I for the next game, because obviously General Adnan is not going to be in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Can I swap him up for The Rock then?
no, The Rock will be in it, and he's going to be on my roster. I will give you I will allow you and Martin and myself to keep as much wrestlers as possible with like CEWs and all that, but every single wrestler who's not going to be in the next game is going to be in the danger zone.
Ooh, Kenny Loggins.
That's right.
In fact, can you create a wrestler of Kenny Loggins and put him on my show?
I'll think about it.
Make sure his final move is the danger zone. Give him a second finisher and it could be playing with the boys, and it basically just turns into a weirdly homoerotic volleyball montage in the middle of the ring.
That stuns the opponent for so long.
The referee just like rips his shirt off and turns into like Val Kilmer. Back when Val Kilmer wasn't fat.
But I don't know what Bad News Barrett was doing there, but Cody Rhodes with a suplex, sending Barrett straight into the ground.
Do they have like the whole thing of where you can go outside the ring, take apart the announcer's table, and slam someone through it?
You can put someone through the announcer table, yes.
Do they have the thing where you can leave the ring and go back?
Alabama Slam by Cody Rhodes, sorry.
Do they have the thing where you could like leave the ring and go backstage?
Not in this game. They've not had it for a while, unfortunately.
What game was that where like you could like take people up to the back and go into like the changing rooms and you could go outside and fight in the middle of the street?
SmackDown's 1, 2, 3. SmackDown 1, 2, Just Bring It, Shut Your Mouth, and I think Here Comes the Pain all had backstage areas.
I think it was Just Bring It I would have had then when I did that, because I just remember there was like loads of stuff you could do like out in the back, and it was just brilliant, and they really need to bring that kind of thing back.
What they need to do is make 2K16 more like 2K14 and then make it good.
Yeah.
Because there's too many things that are missing, like a decent CEW system and the ability to make females.
Yeah, that's a big thing to be missing.
Yeah. Especially since there's a pathetic amount.
N64 did that too, says Gawk.
Gawk. That's what I tend to call him. Hello, Gawk, by the way.
Plot twist, he's gonna like send a message like, dude, you're saying my name wrong. It's clearly Go.
He is Crossroads by Cody Rhodes, and he is more than welcome to correct me on his pronunciation of his name. General Adnan kicks out the Crossroads.
Are you aware that the first time you didn't say Crossroads, you said Crotch Roads?
That is also an acceptable Name for the move.
Crotch Rhodes.
Scoop slam by Cody Rhodes, and General Adnan is getting pummeled. Much like the Iraqi forces in the Gulf War.
Incorrect.
Ha, Dale. Or should I say, Dale?
Dale. Who are you, Pitbull? Yeah, I mean, he's wearing some sparkly gold underwear, and he's beating on an old Iraqi man. Is this Glasgow?
Yes. This is Payback, live, pre-recorded from Glasgow, and an Alabama slam by Cody Rhodes, shades of his former tag team partner Hardcore Holly. 1, 2, and bad news Barrett breaks up the pin.
1, 2, bad news Barrett. Welcome to the new way to count, children. So, is Edge just going to stand out there for the rest of time?
Edge has not been in his match yet. Cody Rhodes crawls to the pin. 1, 2, 3, it's over!
Wow, Edge got in the ring one time, and that was to attempt to stop Barrett.
Cody Rhodes single-handedly kicks Patrick Swayze's ass.
Yeah.
Edge watching from the sidelines. The easiest win of his entire life.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that I also correctly guessed that this team would win. I just didn't tell you because I didn't want to ruin the surprise.
Of course. But yes, not The Rock clearly has eyes on John Cena and Santino Marella's tag team titles, and that victory puts them up in the rankings.
John Cena and thingy, what's their tag team called again? Oh, it's just John Cena, isn't it?
Just Cena and Sting.
That's it, just Cena and Sting.
Of course, Cena and are not defending their tag team titles tonight because John Cena is fighting for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Well, I mean, John Cena and can't really, fight together if John Cena is also going to be fighting alone because just isn't that good, and he'll probably just bring him down. Look at Edge celebrating like he even contributed.
Oh, we've got a title match next. The Intercontinental title will be on the line in a tables match as Stone Cold Steve Austin defends his title against Sheamus.
I like to imagine that Sheamus is just my Super Saiyan form.
I've updated his look. I installed a mod. I forgot to change his music, but yeah, he's got his new look on, so he doesn't look quite as Super Saiyan as before. Or maybe he looks more, so I don't know. You'll have to be the judge of that, I'm afraid.
Do you remember when Steve Austin would be allowed to enter the ring with beer and would drink it from the can, and it was always really fizzy and shit?
Yes.
And then they had that whole clamp down on the rules where no alcohol, please, because children are here.
Oh, no. Last time Steve Austin was on TV was at WrestleMania 30. They drank beer. Him, The Rock, and Hulk Hogan had a beer bath right in the middle of the ring.
Oh.
I think they're not allowed to say it's beer.
Oh.
But yeah. Although in this game, I'm pretty sure, if it's like the last game, I'm pretty sure they throw in cans of soda.
Yeah.
It literally is a green can. It's supposed to look like a Mountain Dew, but it just says soda.
Brilliant.
And here comes Sheamus with his new look.
I'm excited.
I need to mod in his new music, but yeah.
Oh god, what is he? He has mutton chops and a mohawk.
And you can't really tell because the quality is quite crap, but he's got, his beard is braided as well.
A braided mutton chop beard and a mohawk. Yep. This is my true Saiyan form.
Of course, Sheamus, otherwise known as Dale, the general manager of SmackDown.
Yes. Whatever happened to Booker T? Why did he stop wrestling and then go to announcing and then go to wrestling?
No, he's back to announcing now.
Oh.
He basically just retired from it. Like, he went to TNA, then came back to WWE to be announcer. Then he had a few matches, and then now he's back announcing. I think he's on Tough Enough as well right now.
Oh.
He's one of the trainers.
You're not a fan of TNA, are you?
I fucking hate TNA.
Didn't Samoa Joe come over to WWE?
Yeah, he recently signed a couple months ago.
Do you like him?
Love Samoa Joe.
Is he an ass in WWE?
No.
Oh, he was in TNA for a long time.
Yeah,
Like, he was just the most grumpy, like, complete tool ever. And I used to like it when he was more, like, positive and happy and stuff. Because me and my brother used to watch TNA because it was on at that, like, perfect time in the morning.
yeah.
And, like, when he was nicer and stuff, he was really cool. And then he went through, like, that whole, I don't know, kind of, like, angsty, rebellious teenager phase where he would just start beating on people for no reason. And I heard that he'd gone over to WWE, and I was wondering if he had renounced his terrible ways, and it appears he has.
He's a face, so...
Nah. Like Jimmy Snuka. I'm sorry, that was the first name that came into my head.
Jimmy Snuka's a weird case, though, but we won't get into that.
Steve Austin is getting wrecked by me right now.
Yeah.
I kind of want to lose because I want him to retain his title.
It's amazing you're commentating so well. I mean, you're not even out of breath.
Every single one of the, like, balls on my braids are microphones. That's why you can hear me so well.
Alright, yeah. Steve Austin went into the outside, walked around in a circle, and then decides to punch Sheamus in the chest. And Sheamus reacts by forcing Austin back into the ring.
Do you not think, like, sometimes the programming in this game makes their reactions just terrible?
Yep.
Like, there was a bit earlier on where Steve Austin grabbed his leg and threw him onto his back. Then he just started flailing around like he'd broken his spine. It's like, dude, you basically tripped over.
Yeah. I'm hoping stuff like that will be fixed in it. I'm very optimistic about the next game. Because this was the first game 2K made from the ground up.
Yeah, I'd like to think that sort of these last couple have been their sort of testing platforms for what things they should keep and what they should change, then they're going to put them all into one game.
Right. Well, 2K14 was brilliant. But then they revamped the engine for the next-gen console. And also, yes, Dale, stop trying to hug the audience.
I can't help it. They're my people. Help. This table is clearly hindering me. I must set it up again. I put the table down, but I couldn't get around it. No one taught me how to use tables.
I just remembered how this match ends. I can't wait.
So, there was one thing that I wanted to ask you, actually, Stuart.
Yeah?
Back in the day, so, like, say, 90s to early 2000s, who was your favorite, like, single wrestler and tag team?
Well, in the
Like,
90s, I watched WCW, and my favorite wrestler was Goldberg. My favorite tag team, I don't really have a favorite tag team. I have a favorite group, the Animals, which was in WCW's Conan, Rey Mysterio, Billy Kidman. Sheamus is about to hit the Irish Curse. He's my favorite member, actually.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then
Sheamus.
and then in when I went to WWE, my favorite wrestler was The Rock.
Why did Sheamus and Steve Austin have a weird stare-off while Sheamus was recovering there?
I don't know. This game isn't well made. That's the answer.
So yeah, The Rock was your favorite.
Yeah, because I was a kid.
That's fair.
And my favorite tag team was Too Cool.
Nice.
I'm not even ashamed.
Like, I went through a phase where my favorite, like, single on his own wrestler was The Rock, obviously. And my favorite tag team was the Dudley Boys.
Nice.
And I also had a phase where my favorite, like, single wrestler was Triple H. Or, what's his name?
Oh, what's his name?
Not Mankind. Cactus Jack. That was the one. Right. I don't know why, I just really liked him. Out of all of Mick Foley's, like, additional personas.
Cactus Jack was the most, like, hardcore one.
Yeah, he was the one who sort of he took everything to an extreme that was just so fun to watch.
Yeah.
But my favorite tag team ever, simply for just like the show they put on, was always the Hardy Boys. Like back in the day when they would jump around and like do all kinds of stuff, it was really fun to watch them.
Yeah. They're in TNA.
They are. I don't know. I've kind of gone off them a bit now just because they seem to have become a bit of a trope, I guess.
Yeah, they're
Like, it's like, look what we were.
And also the fact that they've been through a lot of troubles. That's kind of put me off both of them.
I didn't actually hear everything that went down with that.
There's way too much to talk about, but let's just put it this way. At one point,
What's the Cliff Notes version?
I'll give you the most extreme. It was the TNA main event, Sting versus Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy heads to the ring, completely inebriated, and there was the finish. Stone Cold Steve Austin wins in the most ridiculous way, and I'll let you watch it yourself.
Oh, good.
But yeah, Jeff Hardy came out completely like high. Tries to I'll shut up for a second. Headbutt through the table.
He headbutted him through a table. It looks like you fell over into him and won the match.
That is the official ending. Steve Austin tripped and
That was beautiful.
and now Steve Austin's calling for the sodas. But yeah, Jeff Hardy, does the thing. Jeff Hardy's a heel at this point. This is where he takes off his shirt and goes to each corner of the ring, being like, "I'm going to throw it to this side." Ha, no, I'm not. I'm going to throw it to this side. No, I'm not. Eventually, rest in peace, table. Eventually, he throws it so weakly, and it's just like, bleh. All of a sudden, Eric Bischoff comes out and basically tells Sting, "Hey, just end this match now." So, Sting, rolls him up and, forces Jeff Hardy's shoulders down.
Yeah.
And, the crowd were chanting, "This is bullshit." And Sting went, "Yes, I know." And walked off.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then they didn't fire Jeff Hardy. They didn't even suspend him.
But he showed up, wrecked to a match and ruined it.
Yep. He ruined the pay-per-view.
Wow.
I never got fired. He went to rehab, but it's like...
It's what happened with Matt.
Matt went through just a weird stage after he left WWE, and there's lots of, weird things going on in his life as well. At one point, him and his wife got arrested for beating each other up.
Oh.
And, they're still together. But then he seemed to got his shit together, was doing really well in Ring of Honor, but he left Ring of Honor to go to fucking TNA again.
Oh. Well. I think the best tag team ever was the Rock and Sock connection.
Which is, if you listen carefully to the next Not The Rock match, is what Justin Roberts calls your tag team.
Yay. This fucking cheerleader dancing, why?
Have you got something against Cameron, Dale?
She's not gonna win. Well, you've already seen it, and you'll know if she does or not, but I'm being hopeful that Brie Bella's gonna win.
And retain her women's title.
They're gonna retain her womanship. I'm like, Stuart, win or lose, she'll always be the woman of the match for me.
This is a first time ever we'll see a sex change match. The loser will be forced to become a man.
The loser just gets a penis stapled to them.
And if Cameron loses, she won't even need to change her name.
Ooh, good point.
Yeah.
And if Brie loses, she can just change her name to a masculine form of cheese, like cheddar. That can be her new name.
Or Brian, because her name's short for Brianna.
That's not cheese, Stuart.
The more you know.
The more you know.
But yes, the referee is showing everyone that it is indeed a title belt.
I know who's going to win this match, actually.
Oh, who's going to win it?
the table from the last match. If Steve Austin's going to win, he's going to put them both onto a table and headbutt them through it.
Oh, when that happened, I was so happy when it happened.
If possible, can you make just like a highlight of that match and put it on YouTube so that I can like just keep that little piece of heaven with me?
Yes. Once I've uploaded this, I will upload that match like separate as like a special highlight.
Yeah, because that has to be the best finish to a match ever.
Yeah.
Just sort of stone cold stumble headbutt through a table.
So yeah, we don't. It's become quite a tradition that we don't actually talk about the Divas match while we watch it. So I'm going to talk about a game I played yesterday.
Sweet, tell me all about it.
That you might like. Bucky saw it yesterday. It's called the Guild of Dungeoneering.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's like basically you're. I streamed it. I've got a video of it on YouTube. So if you want to see if it's your thing, it's up there. But it's card-based dungeon crawler / dungeon builder RPG.
Oh, is that another one where like? Oh no, wait, I'm thinking of something else. Nope, continue.
Yeah, so you get these cards, and you use them to build your guild, and certain rooms will unlock new heroes. You take those heroes and you go into dungeons. You build the dungeon around you, like placing down like rooms and treasure and enemies. Again, it's cards. So you pick like 3 cards out of a hand of 5.
Yeah.
Place them all down, and then if you walk into an enemy, you have a card-based battle as well.
Oh wow, that sounds really cool.
Yeah, it's $10.99. I really like it.
I might have to look into that. Sounds quite fun.
Yeah. If you want to, again, I know I'm slightly self-advertising here, but I do have a video of it on YouTube of my stream yesterday, so you can have a look to see if it would be your thing.
Like how you think you're self-advertising on your stream.
Yeah.
Comes onto own stream, tells people to watch own videos. Feels bad.
Well, you know, this is your SmackDown. It's technically your show. It goes on my channel, but it's your show.
You set all this up. I'm just here to pretend like I own something. I'm just here to own something.
Had to hang out with me.
Who are you again? I just got a phone call one day like, hey, you're good at something. Come along. It's like, there's so many small, underrated games like that most people probably won't look at because of the bigger names of the same type. So, like, there'd be bigger card games and bigger dungeon games like that. But it's the cool little, like, crossovers of, like, types, and also just, like, the smaller games in general generally tend to be better.
Yeah. But, everything in the Guild of Dungeoneering is hand-drawn. Or at least looks hand-drawn. And there's lots of, like, little... I don't know... They're, like, almost like sung poems. Like, after every... Like, if they ever do... They're all sarcastic as hell. It's great.
This sounds like my kind of game.
Yeah. But like I say, have a look at least some of the video, and if you think you like it, give it a go.
I probably will. I actually recently installed a whole bunch of games from Steam, so because I bought them in the sale and some friends wanted to play them, so I might try streaming them at some point. There's Guns of Icarus Online.
Oh yeah.
Fallout New Vegas.
Oh hell yes.
The Wolf Among Us and The Walking Dead Season 2. Like, I'd streamed The Walking Dead Season 1 and streamed me crying at the end of it because I couldn't handle it. So I'll probably do the same with Season 2 because I actually haven't seen all the way up to the end of it. I've only seen the first 4 episodes, I think. So I don't actually know how it
Girl
ends.
bye! Cameron hits the girl bye on Brie Bella. This could be over. 1, 2. Oh, and Brie Bella kicks out. I'm sorry I had to interrupt you there.
That's alright, something important was happening. But yeah, I'll probably end up streaming because, I don't know, the whole, like, what are they called? Like, morality choice games, kind of like The Walking Dead, Life is Strange, Wolf Among Us and that.
We have a new women's champion!
God damn it. Fire her immediately.
Uh-oh, no, mute mic.
Uh-oh. Stuart sharted.
Sorry, I was obviously very excited about Cameron winning. I knocked my headphone out of the computer. But, yeah, I've only just started playing Walking Dead Season 1.
Oh, the end makes me cry.
Yeah. And The Wolf Among Us I'm going to play once, but I've started reading the comic books it's based on because my girlfriend really likes it.
Ah,
so
nice.
I was like, I'll start reading it, and the comic books are really good, actually.
I'm really excited because, obviously, as you know, I'm a really big fan of Life is Strange as well. So
Yeah,
having
you are.
3 different games of that kind of like genre to play is really fun. Like I've not seen, I actually deliberately didn't watch much of The Wolf Among Us just so that I could kind of like keep the mystery for myself should I ever pick it up. So
Yeah.
I don't actually know much about it other than like there's a lot of fairy tale stuff hidden in there.
Yeah, well,
It's not really...
the comic books got a lot of fairy tale stuff, but I'll let you. I don't know exactly what the comic book's based on in terms of stories. I don't know if it's based on the actual like comic books arcs.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to read through some of that before I play Wolf Among Us, which I don't own yet. So.
Well, I'll probably end up playing through all of season 2 of The Walking Dead and The Wolf Among Us.
Cool. So next up, we have the end of a rivalry. Curtis Axel versus Justin Gabriel with Brie Bella in his corner.
After she just got her ass kicked, she just like hobbles out on a crutch like, I'm here to support you. And she's like got a mild concussion and can't speak properly. He's like, please sit down. She's like, no, I can do this. I kind of feel bad for Curtis Axel. Can't we just send someone out to like stand in his corner and cheer every 12 minutes?
I'll cheer for him every 12 minutes.
Sweet.
Spoilers, this match is not going to go beyond 11 minutes and 59 seconds.
Well, better get that one cheer in at just an opportune moment then.
Right, I will pick the perfect moment to cheer.
Now I'm excited. So
And here comes my least favourite SmackDown superstar ever.
Good.
Mr. Dubstep himself, Justin Gabriel.
So, I've been meaning to ask this for a while. Aside from your WWE streams, is there any other games you'll be streaming? Aside from, obviously, the other one that you've just mentioned. That's the name I keep forgetting.
Well, tomorrow is going to be a bumper day of streaming.
Ooh.
I will be streaming... well, I need to ask you something. Right, on the actual game, the next episode is actually going to be SmackDown.
Oh.
Now, I realised it might be too late tonight. Would I be able to do it solo tomorrow? Because I've got Martin scheduled for tomorrow.
Do SmackDown on your own tomorrow?
Yeah, or the choices are either do it on my own tomorrow, or if because you're usually busy on Thursdays.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or
Oh, he's just fucked up the ref.
yeah, he did. The only other alternative would be to do it tonight, and I realised that it's going to be really late.
I don't mind you doing it on your own if it's more convenient time-wise for you.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind doing it tonight, but I just realised...
Yeah, it's like 1 already, so
Yeah.
once we're done here, I'm probably going to go and try and get some sleep, because I got a grand total of 3 hours sleep last night.
Bloody
and it
hell.
wasn't even in one go. I went to sleep at 3, woke up at 4,
Eesh.
and then went to sleep at 8, and woke up at 10.
Well, yeah, because of my job, I have a really fucked up sleep pattern. So, tomorrow I'll be doing...
Being awake at stupid o'clocks.
Yeah. So tomorrow I'll be doing SmackDown. And then I'll be doing Martin's first pay-per-view. Then I'll be doing Raw. Then I might be doing Martin's NXT, if he's up for it. And then I'll be starting Metal Gear Solid 2.
Ah, nice.
Because I finished Metal Gear Solid last night.
How was it? Was it emotional?
I don't know. Well, I've seen the finale of Metal Gear Solid like 8 times. Bucky can tell you if it was emotional or not. But other than that, I'm gonna wait until after summer before doing like going back to my gimmick of playing through games I've not played or beaten before.
Yeah.
And I came up with an idea the other day that could be really, really, really bad and awful and painful.
Do tell.
It is, I call it 4 in 24, and the idea would be a 24-hour stream where I try to beat 4 games.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds reasonable as well. Like, if you pick games that are generally about 6 hours
Curtis
long at
Axel
most,
beats Justin Gabriel. That was quite a squash.
you didn't cheer.
Woo!
There we go.
But yeah, my idea
Okay,
would
so
be...
there was much emotion.
That's correct answer. Just wait till Metal Gear Solid 2, Bucky. If you've never seen Metal Gear Solid 2 before, oh boy. Oh boy.
Shyamalan has nothing on Kojima.
Oh, like I
Apparently
say.
Kojima has nothing on Metal Gear Solid anymore.
Oh. But yes, Bucky. Metal Gear Solid. Holy shit. I'm just too. But yes, after summer, I'm back at uni. Things have calmed down. I'll be doing a lot of streaming, hopefully. I'll be carry on the WWE stuff, as well as all the other stuff. And Curtis Axel is stomping a mud hole on Justin Gabriel. Attaboy, Curtis Axel.
I am. When you do this 24-hour stream, if you want me to sit in for some of it, I will gladly come and help.
Yeah. Yeah. My idea would be to have like a rotation of guests. Maybe have someone with me in person.
Yeah.
I'll have to convince one of my Edinburgh friends to do that. I know because my flatmate doesn't. I know for a fact that my flatmate does not want to be on stream.
Yeah.
And I don't really have anyone else nerdy enough in Edinburgh, so I'm gonna have to find someone. Oh, I've got Jack, but
Yeah, get Jack to come along and do it.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I'll just kidnap
Sure,
him.
Seth Rollins is here. Didn't he read the sign? WWE superstar Seth Rollins is definitely not allowed in.
Well, he is technically your #1 contender.
Well, he's not allowed inside, so he's gonna have to wrestle from the outside and just shout abuse.
And he is facing Kane. I was too busy talking about myself. I forgot to introduce the match.
It's okay. You're just as important.
Exactly.
So, yeah, if you should probably speak to Jack, see if he wants to hang out for the day.
Yeah. But yeah.
I was actually planning on doing a 24-hour stream at some point as well, once I've sort of got my internet to settle down a bit.
Yep, and my offer still stands on the table. As long as I'm not working, I will happily, like, jump on Skype or whatever.
Sounds good. I've been trying to see if other people want to, like, play certain games, because I'm not gonna plan out certain games to play. Like, I'll probably have one big game, but the rest will probably be just, like, playing games with other people who are free at the time.
Yeah.
And I'll figure out how to switch between streaming from my Xbox to my PC or streaming PC games. I'll probably try and, like, one-shot a certain game, so maybe, like, a smaller game, like... It won't be this, but, you know, something like Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
Something where it's just, like, a small game, and then try and, like, beat the whole thing in one go. So I'll find a small game like that I can beat. But, yeah.
Switching between games is not that hard. I don't know which capture device you use for the Xbox, but as long
Crap one.
Oh, but yeah, with OBS, just switch to a neutral scene, and then
Yeah.
you can change
Mute
everything.
off everything and jump over.
Yep, that's why I usually have like my GIF screen of The Rock, Seth Rollins, and Hulk Hogan playing guitar with music in the background. That's basically me being online, but doing like setup work or
Alright, yeah.
settling down my nerves sometimes.
I like how Seth Rollins is one of your gifs, and it's just his stupid face.
I love that GIF, and I don't. It's just because
Even
like
if you don't like Seth Rollins, that gif is just beautiful.
Seth Rollins is, of course, in the real universe, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
Who was the champ before him?
Brock Lesnar,
And who was before him?
John Cena.
That's the last person I remember being champion. I didn't see what happened between Cena and Brock.
Oh, you missed
gym leader.
a brilliant match. Basically, last year at SummerSlam, it was just 20 minutes of Brock Lesnar suplexing John Cena. John Cena
Oh.
comes back with a couple of punches, but this is like, fuck you, F5s and wins.
Oh. Shit, son.
And Seth Rollins won the title because it was WrestleMania, and it was Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins cashed in his Money in the Bank and pinned Roman Reigns.
Oh, wow.
But yes, that happened in a different universe, not in the one that actually matters, and it's ours. And right now, Kane is obliterating Seth Rollins.
See, you say that, but I've just got, like, at the stream currently, when you've said that,
Is Seth
is
Rollins
the part
beating
where
up?
Seth Rollins beating the crap out of Kane.
Yeah.
I just love how certain characters have that power effect of if they throw a character into the turnbuckles, they bounce off it and land on the ground.
Yeah. And Kane's got his submission move on Seth Rollins where he basically just smothers their face, but Seth Rollins gets out of it.
See, the Kane that's currently wrestling just now, that's the Kane that I'll always remember from wrestling. Like, that was, I think that was, personally for me, that was him at his most terrifying.
Well, this is technically modern Kane.
Well, like, you know what I mean? Like, the mask and like, that sort of general...
And Kane's lifted Seth Rollins up for the tombstone pile driver. Seth Rollins is busted open.
I think it's is dead.
Seth Rollins is dead. Kane goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Kane defeats Seth Rollins.
Good.
I can tell you right now that Seth Rollins is no longer considered #1 contender for the title.
Wasn't John Cena #1 contender?
Yes.
And then he lost and was still #1 contender.
Like, the #1 contender switched to Seth Rollins, but then the game had already decided that the main event of Payback was going to be John Cena versus Sting. So
So it was just like, we don't even know what we're doing. Ta-da!
pretty much.
I'm still waiting for the day that The Rock comes out on my show, and then he's like running down the ring to interfere, and then you run out behind him and tackle him and drag him away by his foot like, no, Rock, you're not coming to this show. You are mine and forever. And then it's just like the camera pans around to the audience, and there's me sat in the middle crying like, no, I was so close.
And now it's time for, on that note, it's time for a main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. It's John Cena versus Sting.
I want John Cena to win, for Christ's sake.
Of course, these two have faced off twice in the past 2 weeks, and Sting has won both times.
Sting looks like if he was to tense too much more and you were to go near him with a sharp object, he would burst.
Sting, of course, early on in his career was a tag team partner of The Ultimate Warrior.
And their tag team was called?
The Blade Runners.
Dude, I love that movie.
You can probably
Wasn't that
guess...
the Harrison Ford film?
Yes, it was. You can probably guess why they weren't called that for very long.
Because of the Harrison Ford film?
Yes. That's why they've got similar makeup, and that is why... No, that's not why. And just by complete circumstance, our champions are Classic Sting, Ultimate Warrior, and Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah. So, John Cena does he still have that whole thing with the soldiers? Because I know that there was a big backing of him to the armed forces.
Yeah, he's still, like, the WWE does a show every year in the Middle East for the soldiers, and John Cena's always there.
Yeah, because I noticed that, like, he has a lot of sort of public respect for the armed forces and whatnot, and he's sort of like, I don't know, he almost seems to be like a favorite of theirs just for how much he does.
Yeah.
Which is nice. It's nice that, like, I don't know, the WWE even bothered. What, that is an outfit.
Yes, it is.
I kind of feel like Sting, like he looks just there, is kind of like what 1960s on drugs Colonel Guile would have been in Street Fighter.
Oh, I would love it if they, like, reveal for Street Fighter 5 Guile and it's just Sting.
It's just like, what would happen if Guile was born 20 years earlier and did loads of drugs?
And the title graphic is glitching out, like, mentally. The game will do that sometimes. You'll see what I mean in a second. But yes, the main event.
Oh, well.
I can assure you that does not happen in real life.
Oh, thank God. That was beautiful.
But yes, John Cena versus Sting. So your money's on John Cena.
The smart man would put 50-50, but I'm gonna just throw all my eggs into one basket and plead with the gods that Cena can win.
Of course, this being a pay-per-view main event, the momentum set to slow.
Yep.
So we're in for a decently lengthed match.
1-on-1. World Heavy Champion weight ship. Imagine if the ref just like right hooked both of them, suplexed them both, pinned them both at the same time, and walked out with the title.
He can't do that. He didn't sign a contract for this match.
And he just like pulls a contract out of his back pocket and like, I signed everything. Pulls off his mask and it's Martin. Martin sabotaged my show from within.
He sabotaged my show as well. What is wrong with Martin?
I know, he's a snafty, creaky devil. As I say crafty, sneaky devil, but I got it wrong.
He's a snafty, creaky devil. That's going to be his nickname. Like,
I just butchered.
Introducing from Ayrshire, Scotland, he is the snafty, creaky devil, Martin Shaw.
Beautiful.
Thank you. I was going for a Bruce Buffer. Fucking Bruce.
Roof. My favorite thing about that is that you said Martin for so long that you ended the word Martin at the time that the stream caught up to you saying it in the first time. Fucking runs off to Urban Dictionary.
So this match, Cena with a loof now, punching Sting in the face. But I do like. Oh, sorry, carry on.
I was gonna say, I mean, like after the last two matches, I want to say that Sting is probably gonna win again, but at the same time, I kind of want this to be the one time that Cena like pulls it back, like he pulls it back for the most important fight of them all.
Yes.
Also, I kind of wish that Cena would adopt a Incredible Hulk-like policy, where the more damage he took, the more buff he would get until he was a walking wall of muscle.
But I was going to say, I do like how our three shows seem to have a different... Like, each show has a different style of commentary. Like, with you, we just talk about shit.
Yep.
I'd have lots of fun, that's nice. Me and Martin are very sassy about wrestling in his show, and then there's me, who actually tries to be a wrestling commentator.
See, I like to sort of make it so that it's enjoyable for us to listen to back, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I notice a lot of times, like, I've done certain things where when I've been recording, I've just focused on the game, and I end up just, like, almost predicting what I'm about to say before I say it, because, like, obviously it's me. So I'm like, for people watching, they're getting all the action as it happens from you, thankfully, but since I'm behind, I'm just kind of like, if I try and, like, because if I was to commentate on what's happening now, it's like, Sting's got Cena in a headlock and he's just picked him up, and it's like, you've already seen that ages ago. So for me, it's just kind of like, I'll just talk and have fun and like observe the train wreck that is my show until Steve Austin headbutts someone through a table.
Oh, it's like
Beautiful moment.
Like, I'm gonna put it up as like a wee like trailer. Like, this is what you're missing if you're not watching the SGF universe. And this is gonna be a loop of Steve Austin headbutt
Have
Sheamus.
that looping, it like have like the strobe light effect, have it rotating on the screen, zooming in, zooming out, massive dubstep every time, like match his head hitting them with the dubstep song, and at the end just have it playing in slow motion with like sad violin.
Oh, I've actually got an idea.
Rip table.
I've got an idea now. So, yeah, I'm not gonna say anymore in case I don't do it, but.
I won't say anything in case I fail to do what I'm telling you I'll do.
But yes, what are you gonna do?
Continue. I was just trying to find something because I had to refresh the stream.
Sting is about to hit John Cena with a tombstone pile driver.
Oh god, last time that happened, someone won the match.
This time, John Cena kicks out before a count of 1 because his foot was underneath the rope.
Oh.
And John Cena counters the DDT into that move, sending Sting's throat onto the top rope.
Into that move. I'm so proud of you, Stuart. I can tell you're the expert.
Snap suplex from John Cena.
I think they say Snapchat.
John Cena.
I don't know why. John Cena's Snapchat's a picture of Sting on the ground.
He sends it to all his buddies, especially his tag team partner, Sting, with a Scorpion Death Lock. But John Cena's right near the ropes. Will he get there? Yes, he does.
I just put in a rip for the table because I was supposed to do that earlier. Sting with a pin. 1, 2. Oh, it was almost a 3, but John Cena kicks out at 2.9. It's been all Sting recently. Yeah, I get the feeling Cena's not going to win this, and it makes me kind of sad on the inside.
Also, I don't have a rest in peace emote, so this will have to do.
Don't worry, I've got you covered.
Sting has John Cena locked in a sleeper hold, and also there is a chimp watching us. And this is the most boring sleeper hold I've ever seen in my life. It's just
it looks like he's dancing to Coldplay. The ref looks like he's staring right at the ref is staring at Sting's ass.
But you just notice it's just a repeated. Yeah, I think you pointed this out your last show actually.
Yeah, it's
just
a repeating loop.
Yeah. Oh, and Cena counters with a stunner. I was about to say Steve-O.
Steve-O counters with a stinger.
Because it's a stunner, and I keep thinking of Austin. Oh, Sting's gonna hit with a comeback, but John Cena punches him in the gut instead.
I can't wait till one of these two people.
John Cena goes for the pin. 1, 2, and Sting kicks out.
Cena punched him in the thigh. What was that about? That is a cool move, though, I will admit.
Well, the suplex into the... Yeah, I've never seen him do that in real life. Hey, John Cena just hits the AA on Sting.
I love how wrestling has come along from, like, back in the day there was a lot of high flying and flipping and stuff, and now it's just about who can do the coolest move.
John Cena with the pin. 1, 2, it must be over. It is over, no! Sting kicks out at the very last moment. What a match this has been.
Shoot him in the kneecap. Get it over with. 1, 2, no.
Swinging neckbreaker from Sting.
Come on, Cena, this was your chance. I don't want to have to assassinate your cat, but I will.
John Cena counters, but then he went for an Irish whip. This is countered by Sting. And now Cena's in the corner, who then tried to kick Cena in the gut, and Cena countered it into a belly-to-back suplex. So Cena goes for the pin, but John Cena was underneath the... Sting was underneath the rope. Lots of action happening. I do remember this being actually a very surprisingly good match to watch.
Yeah. John Cena just twanged his head off the bottom rope. Do you remember the...
Yes.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I can't remember if it was WWE, WCW, I can't remember which one it was. I just remember I was watching a match and
Sting with the pin. 1, 2. Oh, John Cena kicks out.
Good. You remember how Rey Mysterio has that move where he trips them onto the bottom rope before he does the 619?
Yes.
Someone tripped and accidentally hit their throat off the rope and couldn't breathe. Because they were doing like the whole thing where they were supposed to bounce into the rope, but they tripped over their own foot and really damaged their neck hitting the rope. But the person they were with thought that they were just acting, so they then like stood behind them and suplexed them, and then realized that the person who they just suplexed couldn't have breathed in the first place. And suddenly it was like, oh no, what do I do? So you could see him like go for a pin, and then his mouth just mouthed the words, "Oh God, please don't be dead." It was like, oh, he's like, no, I can't breathe. Like I hit my throat, and they had to like call off the match to make sure he was okay.
Yeah.
that's how you realize that wrestling, like, it is a sort of, for a, I don't want to say fixed, but it kind of is. You know what I mean? Like, not in a bad way.
Scripted.
Scripted, that's the one. For something scripted, there is still a lot that can go wrong.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. That's why, like, everyone in WWE has either been training for a decade or has had a decade's worth of training in a few years.
Yeah. Like, there's a big thing in Japan where they all usually go to at some point as well.
Yeah.
But it's like,
Well, the
even
current
though
NXT champion in real life is Finn Balor, and he is Irish, but he made his name in Japan. And this match is still going on. Sting drags John Cena into the middle of the ring and is pulling his leg. That's right, he's telling a joke in the middle of the ring.
telling bad jokes in the ring. But yeah, it's like, even people who've been wrestling for 10, 15 years, even some of them still, like, one small mistake and they end up injured pretty badly for
Yeah.
it. Like, there's a lot of hospitalizing injuries that come out of wrestling.
Tyson Kidd recently had an injury that apparently only 5% of people actually survive.
Jesus.
And out of those 5% who survive, only 5% will ever, like, regain, like, will ever not be paralyzed, and yeah, he's basically, his career could be over. Yeah. And
very rare
Sting hits,
percentage.
and oh my god, it's over!
Oh god, don't tell me Sting won.
Sting makes John Cena tap out yet again with a Scorpion Deathlock, and he successfully defends his World Heavyweight Championship.
John Cena was literally underneath the rope.
Yeah,
What is this bullshit?
I do remember being like, that's not right.
I demand a rematch where Sting is handicapped by being twatted in the kneecaps by a baseball bat.
Well, I do have some business to talk to you after this event is over, before
Oh.
I'll let you go. It's very, very quick, don't worry.
That's alright. Did you see my contribution to the chat? That was John Cena's ghost ascending to heaven. Because he's officially dead after... Like, I don't know. That's another thing they need to sort out, is the... Like, the sort of... the game needs to... Well, the game needs to kind of, like, assess where a... what's that thing called? A character who's under submission needs to... Like, they have to sort of assess the distance from the ropes, because...
Yeah.
If that was real wrestling, he would have, like,
Just grabbed the
practically
rope.
hugging the rope. Like,
Yeah.
he could have touched it with his face.
What I think happened was that the game decided he tapped out, but he was close enough to the rope, so his tap out animation actually hit the rope.
Well, like, he was close enough anyway. I think the game must have previously determined, like, his would he escape percentage to be too low, so it just auto-decided that he would tap out from that. Which is
yeah.
kind of stupid.
So that's the end of Payback, or at least for SmackDown's Payback. We're going to have a quick look at all the results, but I've already missed the first one, so I can't be bothered going back and looking. But the first match was, of course, Honky Tonk Man defeating Adam Rose and Viktor. The second match was Not The Rock defeating Patrick Swayze without Edge even coming to the ring. The third match was Steve Austin defeating Sheamus with a headbutt to the back through the table. Cameron won the Women's Championship by beating Brie Bella with the girl by
Brie Bella.
Curtis Axel defeats Gabriel. Kane dominated Seth Rollins, and Sting defeated John Cena to defend his World Heavyweight Championship. But you've got a decision to make right now.
Oh.
You will know, like, the rivalries. Justin Gabriel and Axel and Brie Bella and Cameron, their stories are over. It's up to you now. Do you want to end the Sting Cena rivalry?
Ooh, what happens if I do?
The game will create a new one. And it'll be random.
Give me 1 second. Decide for me. Wheel decide. Modify wheel.
And I'm going to switch to the SmackDown, yeah, because the video just ended, and
Keep
play
rivalry.
some more music.
Fly wheel changes. Oh, well. We have to add those in some more.
Well, it's a big show.
So I'm just adding.
Yeah, no problem.
Because I can't make this choice for myself.
That's fair. It's a big choice. Because it would mean that at your next pay-per-view, which may be Money in the Bank, it could be something else. We don't know yet.
Okay, here we go. Apply wheel changes. Spin. And the decision is... keep the rivalry.
Oh! Then there we go. The main event of the next pay-per-view might just well be John Cena versus Sting yet again.
Second time I did it, it was end rivalry.
Ooh.
So I'm just going to go for like a crazy spin and see what happens. We're keeping the rivalry. I just want to see out of three which does it pick. It picked keep rivalry anyway. So yeah, the rivalry continues.
Alright.
I like how I said that and tuned back to the stream and it was John Cena's face disappearing into his own head. Like, no, please.
Not more.
I'm not going to lie. A couple of days ago, I did watch Guardians of the Galaxy, and now every time I see Batista, I just can't stop seeing him as Drax, and him being like very literal for everything. Seth Rollins appears from beside John Cena. So beautiful.
But yes, that is it for SmackDown's Payback.
I'm going to throw some roses into the stream for you, Stuart.
Ah, thank you so much.
You're the best host.
I am the best general manager too. Oh, thank you. So yep, tomorrow I'll be doing up to 4 shows, but definitely 3. We will see Martin's Payback, which will be main evented. I have no idea because his world NXT champion, the Ultimate Warrior, was not on his roster for some reason. The game fucked up again. So, I don't know if the main event is going to be Hulk Hogan versus Randy Orton or Ultimate Warrior versus Randy Orton, but it'll be one of those.
Well, if anything happens that can top the Steve Austin headbutt, then definitely, like, Twitter at me so that I can jump into the stream and call bullshit and then just drop off pictures of Stone Cold Steve Austin and then leave again.
That's perfectly fine. But I need to go now as well because my throat is starting to hurt actually because I've been talking non-stop since about 6 o'clock because of work. But yes, thank you for watching. We'll see you for... Well, I'll see you for SmackDown, which I know for a fact has some big matches, including a #1 contenders match for the Intercontinental title.
Ooh.
We'll find out the new Steve Austin's next rival.
Oh, dang.
But yes, tomorrow we'll have all that, plus the beginning of Metal Gear Solid 2, which is a ride.
Too exciting for me.
Trust me, I've seen this game so many times. It's the first Metal Gear Solid game I ever played. I still... By the end of it, I'm still like, what?
Yep.
It's a special case.
What Stuart hasn't told you is Hideo Kojima himself is going to be showing up as special guest.
Yes, Hideo Kojima will be the guest host of SmackDown tomorrow.
If you actually get him to show up, I will relinquish all of my everything to him.
Well, it's not as if he's doing anything else right now.
Ooh, shots cheated.
So, yes. Until tomorrow.
Yes.
So long and good night.
Good night.
And I'm just going to press stop streaming now.